Hello everyone, it's Kat. Today is March 12th. I have not posted in a minute and I apologize. I actually did post a YouTube short technically today, the day that I'm recording this, but I haven't posted a full-length video in like a month or so I'm sorry about that. But I wanted to talk about the Trailblazer because you guys probably know, if you're in the Star Stable community, the drama has been everywhere. I'm not a drama channel. I'm just here to yap about my feelings about the new Trailblazer, and I'm not gonna lie, I literally just started it today. And that sucks for me because I'm probably already screwed because you can only do so many tasks in a day now, and I've heard collectibles don't count either. Today, I was gonna say today's update day, but it's not. It's just that the horses came out really late, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna buy one of the new Swedish horses because they kind of just look like a basic warm blood to me, and I already have a bunch of warm bloods, and I have so many horses that need to be trained. But personally, I am not a fan of this new Trailblazer design. I don't like that it kind of only is good for players that can log on every day. And let me be honest with you guys, I'm unemployed. So can I log on to Star Stable pretty much whenever? Yes. But I'm not playing Star Stable all the time. I surprisingly do have stuff that I do despite being unemployed. I have been doing delivery orders, so I guess I'm like semi-employed, kind of at my own free will when I want to do it. However, my boyfriend works full-time, so I try to do all the chores around the house to make it easier on him. He's also been working overtime, so I've been trying to do even more around the house since he's very tired after working those long shifts, which is understandable. So it just doesn't make sense to me, or I just don't think about logging on Star Stable every day, especially because last month I modded my 3DS, so I've been very much in 3DS land. I've been playing a lot of DS games, so I haven't really even used my computer all that much as of lately. I've also been playing a lot of Genshin, which I play on my PS5, so again, I haven't even really been on my computer all that much. I have been working on voice acting projects here and there and working on scripts, but otherwise I haven't really been playing games on my computer lately. And it's not that the updates on Star Stable haven't been interesting me lately. Like this one specifically with the new horses I don't really care about. I think they're cute, but I'm most likely not gonna get them unless they're in a bazaar in like a year or something. But I think it's kind of unfair because from what I've seen, the point of this new Trailblazer design is to make it so that it's harder for grinders, I guess, to just grind it out in like a couple days or a week, and so that I guess kind of like everybody's getting the items at the same time. But I don't really understand that because we're all getting the items regardless when we get them, you know? Some people might want to grind out the Trailblazer right away, whereas some others might work full-time or be a student, or work full-time and also be a student at the same time and don't have time to log in every day. So I think it's kind of silly, but I also understand from like a business perspective that they're trying to get people on every single day. But one thing that I've seen people bring up that's not just straight up hating on Star Stable or bashing, you know, like the people in charge, is asking why did I just walk away when I wasn't done? Kind of asking why this wasn't like a poll or a survey or like a community feedback form being like, why do I keep walking away from this horse? No, I'm riding the horse. Okay. Kind of asking like, hey, Star Stable, why didn't you like ask us for our feedback on the Trailblazer? Especially because I think they did with the first Trailblazer, if I'm remembering correctly. They asked like what our thoughts were, if we liked it, and if it's something they should continue. And obviously I'm assuming most people said yes because we've had several Trailblazers at this point. So I just think it's kind of strange that they just all of a sudden decided to change it when there was nothing wrong with it. But we all kind of know Star Stable likes to do their own thing and make updates to things that don't really need updates, and then leave other bugs in the game that should be fixed but aren't fixed. However, I haven't really been playing a lot lately to say what the current bugs are at this moment. I have seen people talking about like certain horse breeds having longer like jumping animations now, and that it's annoying. I don't really notice stuff like that. I mean, unless I'm riding those frequently, because I know some people ride like the same horse every single day, and I kind of do that like when I'm training, but that's about it. Once I train a horse, I kind of just don't ride it again because I'm focused on training my other horses, and that's almost rare for me to have all my horses trained since I kind of play this game very inconsistently. I have spurts of playing and then spurts of where I'm playing something else. Like Genshin I wasn't playing for a really long time, and now I've been playing it on a daily basis, so it just kind of depends on my mood. But for me, I don't like this new Trailblazer, and I also don't like that Star Stable hasn't really talked much about it. They've made some statements comments saying like that they are taking in all our feedback and gonna bring it up to the higher ups, since most of the discourse I've seen is on Instagram, and I'm in the Rose Garden like Discord server where some other people have been chatting about it, but they've been a lot more like polite there instead of just like straight up bashing Star Stable like a lot of people have been doing on Instagram. I'm not really in much of the YouTube area of Star Stable, so I can't really talk about what other YouTubers have been saying because I genuinely have no idea. But I don't know, I just think it was kind of a silly move. Like, I understand, like I said earlier, I understand from like a business perspective, but for like the player base, I know a lot of people are like boycotting this Trailblazer. Sorry, I heard somebody talking out. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. You guys couldn't even hear me stop because I'm gonna cut it out. Oh my god, my neighbors are literally pounding up the stairs. Anyway, I know a lot of players are boycotting because they're not a fan of this, especially like getting rid of like the collectibles as Trailblazer points isn't the coolest, and I know that they are doing like bonus points right now, and it's just not enough. I don't think some people are saying we need compensation. I don't think we need compensation. I think that's just a little extra, but I do think they should have made a post addressing it, not just like random I was gonna say YouTube comments, I mean Instagram comments. Did I even finish caring for this horse? But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Trailblazer. I'm not gonna do a whole deep dive. Those are just my surface level thoughts, just straight from my brain. God, I keep getting text messages. Anyway, now I want to talk about the delayed update this week. What is the name of these horses? Because I feel like I'm saying the wrong thing. The Swedish Warmblood. Okay, it is the Swedish Warmblood. So the update was very late by like a few hours, and a lot of people weren't happy about that. However, it still came out on Wednesday, at least in my time zone, it came out on Wednesday. It's still released on the update day, just not at the time that it usually does, or at least the time frame that the updates usually come out. But the iOS update, at least last time I checked, I don't know, it's currently like 3 p.m. It might have changed since then. But a lot of people are complaining that the Apple Store hasn't done the update yet, so a lot of iOS players have not been able to play Star Stable, and so they have not been able to do their Trailblazer, and some people have been asking for compensation for that, like extra points, or, you know, just filling in the points that they would have gotten but haven't because they haven't been able to play the game, and that I can understand. Like, that I feel like should be compensated, but at the same time I don't know how they would do that because I don't know if Star Stable knows who specifically uses like iOS only, because some people might play on their PC and then maybe they're on vacation or something and they play on their phone, like they're not exclusive like to iOS or whatever. So I don't know if that's something they're gonna do. That's something I feel like they should do, you know, because players, they changed the Trailblazer so that you basically have to play every day, and I know it's not their fault, it's the App Store's fault, but just kind of being like, hey, we're sorry that the update was late, and then with the App Store making it even later, here's some compensation. So I feel like the compensation would go towards everyone. Again, I don't work at Star Stable. The train outside is loud. I don't work at Star Stable, so obviously I can't make these decisions, but I think it's something worth talking about that they should do. Can you guys hear the train? It's so loud. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on the Star Stable community right now, because I know everybody is super duper mad at Star Stable with updates going on, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents because I haven't really played in a minute. But obviously it's not social media's decision for these things, and I think the people that are like hating on Star Stable and the Star Stable like social media team are directing their energy to the wrong people in the wrong place and should be emailing SSO directly. Obviously it's okay to be upset about it, but the people that are like targeting the social media team is like, dude, this is not their place. They didn't make these decisions. God, I can't say that word today for some reason. They don't make these decisions. They're just the ones relying the information. So that's my thoughts. I feel like some people are being a little too harsh, and the social media team does not at all deserve that. Anyway, if you're a fan of my channel, I'm just gonna be yapping about kind of where I've been, so if you were just here for the drama, you can leave now. But if you know, care about me, you should stay. Nothing crazy has happened. Like I said, I've been super into 3DS modding, and I really want to make a video, so if you guys are interested, please let me know. I won't be teaching you how to mod, but I want to talk about like my setup, kind of like what games I have, the ones I've played, ones I recommend, and ones that I still haven't played yet, because I've just been, oh my god, I've been so into it. And I downloaded some horse games, and I kind of want to do videos of those, so I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to screen share the games this to my PC, or I might just do like a janky setup where I just record it with my phone, but I feel like it's not gonna be enough phone storage, so we'll kind of see what happens. Okay, but I am gonna do the horse games at the very least, because obviously I know a lot of you are here for horse content, so that will be happening. I would also like to be posting Genshin again, because I've been like obsessed with Genshin. I can maybe like show off my builds or something, or you know, just grind and kind of, you know, just live life. I don't know. I actually took care of all my horses. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot about some of this stuff, because I've been trying to enter, or at least get some of the codes. I missed a lot of them, but it's okay. Wait, I also collected the Jar of Wisdom and I don't even see it in my inventory. What the heck? I'm so mad. I missed the hat. I hope they make it so you can buy this and it isn't code exclusive, because I missed the hat. This sucks. You know what, I don't usually use the coupons, but my horses have been really sad, so I'm gonna use it. Why am I forgetting how to do it? There we go. But like I said earlier, I've been unemployed, so I've kind of just been doing like grocery deliveries in my free time and, you know, trying to make money that way, but now gas is really expensive, so I've kind of taken a pause because now my boyfriend's working overtime, so I don't really need to work right now while he, you know, dies doing overtime. Who knows, maybe he's watching this. Anyway, see, it says like, why even put the +0? Sorry, I didn't even know that it even came up +0. Like, that's so dumb. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna bash Star Stable, but like, really, why even like why even show that? I wonder if it's just because it's already in like the UI or something. It's so weird. But I do want to make more content for you guys. I've just been all over the place with life lately. I have a convention coming up later this month. I've been trying to put out more cosplay content, so if you like cosplay, you should check out my Instagram. I always put it in the description. And I've been getting back into my ASMR channel, so if you like ASMR/audio roleplays, check out my audio roleplay channel. I've been trying to write scripts. I'm not the best at writing scripts, to be completely honest, so I apologize for that. But I'm trying my hardest, okay? I want to make content for you guys. I didn't want to make this video super long because I didn't have too much to talk about, but I wanted to put something out. So I appreciate those of you that watch this far, and just let me know what you'd like to see because I want to post. And if there's series you want me to continue, let me know. I know I've played a couple other horse games that I haven't posted in a hot minute, so if you'd like to see me hop back onto those, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye!